Hey, what's up? So I'm coming to you fresh-faced because this isn't a makeup-related video. This is a piercing-related video. So, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I recently got some new dermal piercings. And I don't know if I really talked about dermals on this channel. I've talked about my other piercings. I've posted a piercing, like my piercing journey, piercing story, talked about all of that. I'll link it down below. But when I get new things, I like to share them with you all. So yeah, I got 3 dermal piercings. Now they're covered with band-aids. I'm going to insert pictures. So let me tell you the date. I should have had this before I press record. Y'all know I'm a mess. So let's see. This was on February 6th. Today, as I'm filming this video, it's March 1st. So on February 6th, I went ahead and got 3 dermal piercings on the back of my neck. So I'm not going to get into what dermals are. There's plenty. I'll link some really good informative videos down below because I don't want this video to be too long. But I'm just going to talk about the dermals and my experience so far and just let you guys know some tips and tricks of what I do. I did not do them myself. Okay, so I got, where I'm gonna put it? I'm gonna put the picture right here. So on February 6th, I got 3 dermals on the back of my neck. I wanted new dermals. I'm gonna insert the picture here. I wanted some new dermals because I just love piercings and different things, and that's what I came up with. Nape area, back of neck kind of thing. Mine are kind of lower than your actual nape. But anyway, I got those on February 6th. I've had plenty of dermals before. And like just through improperly caring for them and not in great places so they could get snagged, different things. I've lost all of them through rejection or getting them removed. So I was like, we're going to try this again with more because I have more education and different things like that. Okay. So first off, how cute are they? They are 14 gauge standard dermal size. I have mine done with a dermal punch. Nowadays, dermals are done with needles. And that actually those dermals that are done with needles heal faster. It doesn't mean that dermals done with punches are bad. It's just that was the old school way of doing it. And that's just what my piercer is comfortable with. And it's fine with me. But just letting you guys know. So now you can see punches or needles done. To create the hole and pop the dermal in. I just have clear gems and then an opal-ish one at the bottom. Why 3? Because I'm Candice. Why anything? I thought I got 1. Why 3? Because it's the trifecta. I don't know, but I got 3. February 6th. Yes, February 6th, I got all 3 of those. And I'll talk about Aftercare in a minute. And then, so here is, and I have a couple pictures. I'll post pictures, somewhere. It's mirror image. I'll post pictures as I'm talking. And so they were covered with band-aids. I covered them with band-aids, things like that. We'll talk about Aftercare. I'm all over the place. So then on like February 12th, 13th, I can't remember, ish, I ripped one out by mistake. I was in the shower and I rubbed my neck. Like, you know, you get an itch and I grabbed the back of my neck. So I had the band-aids off at this point. I had the band-aids off for showers and things. And my nail ripped the top right out. Just ripped it right. It didn't hurt or anything because they're still healing. It didn't hurt or anything. It fell right out, went right down the drain. I was like, well, shit. So I got that 3rd one done over the following week. So the 3rd one is one on the top right. It's only about a week. It's only about 2 weeks old at this point-ish. If that, a week and a half-ish. Maybe 2 weeks. I don't have any concept of time these days. So yes, so I have 3 in, and so yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm really excited to not have band-aids on. I had band-aids on, so I did, when I got the 3rd one redone, at that point I was keeping the band-aids off of the other 2. However, one of the other 2 got inflamed, and I realized like maybe hair, sleeping, whatever. So I was like, I'm going to keep band-aids on, off and on for a while, for longer than recommended. And it is what it is. So how I take care of my dermals, how I clean my dermals. Now I will say this, because they're on the back of my neck, I do as best as I can by myself, but I'm not going to sit and tell you that I don't have help. My family and friends, when I go down and see my family, I've gone and seen them twice. I've made them change my band-aids twice. my coworker, shout out to my work sister, because she, like, in the morning, she's been cleaning them for me, and like we'll be in the locker room and clean them for me. Hey, it's aseptic where I work, so and change my Band-Aids. So I will say that what I do by myself is I will do a salt soak, just warm water or distilled water, and salt, sea salt, and I soak the paper towel in the salt soak, and I will just lay it on my dermals for about 10 minutes. And I've been doing that pretty much like every other day. You should do it every day, but I just taking the Band-Aids off and putting them back on myself is very hard, so I do it every other day. I'll spray them with that same salt solution before I put the Band-Aids back on, and then, you know, pat it dry. Do not clean your dermals with Q-tips. I know we want to, but those cotton fibers can mess up the dermal, get caught in the dermal, and be more prone to rejection. I have cleaned my dermals with Q-tips. If you must clean them, like if you just gotta, you know, there's a small bit, or if you're cleaning your skin around the dermal, I will wrap my Q-tip in a napkin, in a tissue, like double up a tissue, a thin tissue, and wrap my Q-tip in that. If I need something a little bit more precise. Always use clean hands. So I do have a picture of the one that was inflamed, and this is what it looks like inflamed. And dermals are very finicky, you guys. It's very finicky. Sometimes you can do nothing and they can act up. There are people, and I've had dermals for over a year, and like, they just started acting up, and it can happen. And sometimes they're unhappy, and then they're fine later. And they hear, like, you know, I was reading on the piercing subreddit about dermals, and a lot of people were commenting their experiences, and they're like, I had mine for 2 years, and sometimes it just gets angry, and then it's fine. And dermals are very finicky. You have to baby them. Having them on an area where I can't do it thoroughly by myself, and I have to depend on other people, it's a stupid decision, and having to take care of them, but it looks really cool. So it is what it is. But I have a support system, so we're good there. Keep them clean, keep them dry. If you have it in another space, like maybe like here, somewhere where you can keep an eye on it, definitely you don't need the Band-Aids on after like the first 48 hours. It needs to, I don't want to say breathe, but it definitely needs to air out, if you will. And if you feel like certain clothing may snag it or something like that, put a Band-Aid on it for that day. But in terms of just like keeping them on until they heal, you don't need Band-Aids on until they heal. Mine been on the back of my neck, and I can't quite see them. I'm going to keep Band-Aids on there for a little while, and I do let it air out here and there. I really want to keep a Band-Aid on the inflamed one. It has gone down, but because I can't see it, I can't keep an eye on it, and I depend on other people to take pictures for me and things like that. I can see it if I turn in the bathroom mirror, like I've gotten the Band-Aids on. Now, Band-Aids, I do want to shout out these Band-Aids. So I don't have sensitive skin, but I react to Band-Aids. Like, for whatever reason, it doesn't matter the brand, fabric, plastic, what have you. I react. My skin will rash up. I'm going to insert another picture where you can really see the rash on the back of my neck from the Band-Aids. It goes away. I don't have to put anything on it, but it goes away eventually, but it's annoying. So can you imagine me wearing Band-Aids constantly? My neck is terrible, and that's what you see in the pictures. So another thing is, with it being on the back of the neck and me moving, as my skin gets more irritated, the Band-Aids are less likely to stick. They don't stick. And I'm moving and they're coming off. And I was just like, I've tried so many different Band-Aids, and I'm just like, this cannot, like this, I was like a little like getting frustrated because like I just want to protect the dermals, and Band-Aids were just not working for me. However, I found a brand. This video is not sponsored or anything, but I paid $8 for these, and I'm going to tell you about these Band-Aids. So I have found Band-Aids that not only stay on. Now, granted, you should change your Band-Aids every day if you're doing Band-Aids. I'm honest, I just can't. I change mine every other day. I just can't. And I try my best. I change mine every other day. And so, again, I needed something that was going to stay on through sleep, through whatever. Me not looking at it because it's at the back of my neck. Waterproof because I have to shower. Now I'm actually careful around that area, but I still have to shower. I gotta get my skin clean. And these, I was like, stickiest Band-Aids I need. And these were recommended. These were at the top of the list through my Google search. These Next Care bandages, max hold, waterproof, 48 hour. And I also didn't want any too big, because if they gave me, I'm gonna show you the box. If they gave me a rash, I didn't want a large rash. So I was looking for band-aids that were small enough to just cover the area of the dermal, like the little dots. But if they're not sticking, you already know them dots not gonna stick. So, but these babies are Next Care Max Hold Waterproof. These are $8 at Walgreens, but they're worth. I'm like, $8 for bandages. I'm really about to do this. Sometimes you can't be cheap, sis. So these create a waterproof seal all the way around your wound or whatever. I've been using these tiny ones, but you only get 8 of those. So I've been using these tiny ones on the dermal, and they work. And I've changed it. Well, my mom changed them. And they're hard to get off. They don't irritate me or anything, but they stick that well. It's not like painful or anything to get off. I mean, I guess unless you have hair or something, it might be a little painful because they stick. But they're good. So I have 3 on now. Like, if you could, let's turn around. Excuse my gross neck. I actually just got out of the shower. So these will be changed tomorrow morning. I need help to do that, and that's fine. They will be changed tomorrow morning. But, and y'all see my rash. But they're there. And I don't see too much irritation from this, the clear plastic type. But those fabric band-aids and the other plastic ones really mess with me. So that's what I've been doing. I'm really excited to have them healed by the warmer months so we can wear our low back tops and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say, on the days where I went like maybe 4 or 5 days with the band-aids off of the other 2, because I was like, it's been long enough. I can keep them off. And then one got inflamed. So I'm like, I didn't snag. I had my hair in a ponytail. I wore it in a bun sometimes, but I had my braids in a ponytail. No snags. They're flush to my skin, other than the ones inflamed. They were flush to my skin. No snags. My clothes, I could feel my shirt rubbing on it because I'm aware that something's back there, but there was no pain. No tags got caught. Nothing. None of that. So I'm really excited to have them fully healed. I just have to baby this one. Baby this guy that's inflamed and really playing with my emotions. Like, that one's sore. The other 2 are okay. They're definitely flatter. But this one over here, I don't know. And that was the first one I got. That's not the one that came out and had to get redone. It's just not being my friend. So yeah, I want to give you guys an update on the new dermals. Let me know what you think. I know they're not for everyone. I'm also not a person that cares about scars. So at the end of the day, if they reject or they come out, it is what it is. Probably get them redone. It is what it is. So I'm really excited. Right now, how they feel, again, this one that's inflamed, like if I'm touching the Band-Aid, it's a little sore. I don't feel too much pain. If I press hard enough, I guess it's going to hurt because it's a piercing, but it's a little sore. The other 2, I don't pretty much feel anything. They just feel like bumps on my skin. So this one definitely is still healing. It's definitely angry. And I'm just babying it, making sure I keep it clean. And that's that. But I wanted to talk to you guys about my dermals. I don't have any other things to say about them. Any other piercing updates. I don't have any other piercing updates, but I want to talk to you guys about my dermals and the best band-aids ever. And what I'm doing. And yeah, so once we get this guy calmed down and healed and sealed and filled for real, we'll be okay. We should be okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about any of the products mentioned in this video, which were none products but the Band-Aids, leave it down below. I love you all. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.